Hi, everybody. Welcome to round 9 of Grand Prix San Diego. It's the final round of day 1 here at Grand Prix San Diego. And we are looking at Luis Scott-Vargas on your left, Pro Tour Berlin champion, leader of Channel Fireball, playing against Ben Lundquist, Grand Prix veteran.
You called him Benny Beatdown?
Benny Beatdown. One of those players who's, on that very short list of, he hasn't top 8 at a Pro Tour, but when he does, everyone will be like, oh, about time.
Finally.
Finally,
Okay.
yeah. Someone who's recently really started playing pretty seriously again. He's playing a rug-lit deck. We see the Luis Scott-Vargas is playing the Jund list with red. With white for Lingering Souls and a Johnny Vengeance.
He just thought seized his opponent on turn 1 and took Dismember, so it looks like we could see Tarmogoyfs or Bobs, incoming. Something that he really doesn't want to have get killed. Serum Visions for Ben Lundquist. Draws a land.
You see Electrolyze in his hand.
Yeah, he's also got a mana leak, so Luis knows he's going to have a window here, and this is going to be an important time for him to resolve something big, maybe a Tarmogoyf. That's what I would assume.
He's got land, sorcery, instant. Bolts himself.
How many times have we said that today, by the way? The decks
But
I've been playing in Modern, same thing.
Yeah, it's been interesting to watch when
There's
people choose to do that, when they don't.
So it's already a 3/4 Tarmogoyf thanks to a sorcery, instant, and land. There's an unknown land there for Ben Lundquist. Oh, it's a Misty Rainforest.
It's glistening with
It is
mist.
shiny.
It's positively dewy.
Yep. Now, Luis knows that Ben has mana leak here, but it looks like he's lining up to potentially just play like a Lingering Souls into it anyway.
Sure.
It's like, sure, mana leak away. Knock yourself out, which is exactly what he does.
See, Luis no doubt crossing cards off his list of what he saw.
Yep.
On the Thoughtseize.
Ben has that Electrolyze that he can use to, well, actually, he's only got Forest Island right now. If he's got a red source, though, he's got that he can use to finish off Lingering Souls. Yeah.
I think he's also got a Snapcaster Mage if he wants to.
Serum Visions it up here. Or even just Dismember.
Just Dismember, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, totally. While it's still a 3/4.
It's like he didn't even Thoughtseize me.
Yeah. Speaking of Thoughtseize, Luis has another one.
Okay. Sees another Snapcaster Mage and Electrolyze. 2 lands.
Luis looks like he's got 3 lands in hand, so he's just going to have to play a Stirring Wildwood and ship the turn here.
He just gets rid of that Snapcaster Mage, right?
Yeah. He sees that he's got the lands he needs to cast anything there as well, so if he gets rid of Electrolyze, then in a couple turns Ben can just Snapcaster with the Electrolyze back.
But he also doesn't want him to be able to Snapcaster Mana Leak next turn, right?
It's true. It's just that he doesn't have anything. So I think, Luis's plan is to just start the Manland beat down here. So there's the Wildwood. I mean, Luis just doesn't have a whole lot going on here.
Yeah. We see that Ben is...
What did he draw? Cryptic?
Cryptic Command, yeah.
That's a magic card.
Yeah.
Man, that card's
Guess what?
good.
That card's still good.
Yeah. And there's a Liliana of the Veil, but that is going to get...
Oh, Liliana to no avail, basically.
Oh, yeah, no black mana here. You are right. Liliana to no avail it is. Oh, he's got it. He actually could have cast it, but he does know that
he's got
Ben is
down
representing.
and he's got Ben down to 8.
Sure. Yeah, fair enough.
That Tarmogoyf got a few good punches in. He had to pay, 4 life to flash that back.
That's right, which is more than the Tarmogoyf was doing at the time anyway.
Yeah.
Cryptic, bounce your Stirring Wildwood, draw a card. I like that. That's aggressive.
And Luis falls to 9 on the attack.
That is potentially going to allow Luis to resolve Liliana here, but Ben does have a Lightning Bolt in hand as well, so depends on how many cards Ben has, because Luis can just play Liliana and then plus. If Ben has like 1 card, get that last card out of his hand, and then Snapcaster Mage can only do 2 to Liliana, but again, there's a bolt in Ben's hand, so. And he minuses Liliana as she does resolve. So is he just going to play the Raging Ravine now? One of those is resilient to Lightning Bolt. The other one is not. Yeah, but if he plays the Raging Ravine...
Has he seen the Lightning Bolt?
I don't know.
No, I don't think he has.
He decides not to. I mean, the problem is if he plays that and forces Ben to Lightning Bolt the Raging Ravine, then that means Liliana has a better chance of surviving here. Also, though, Luis probably was prepared for Ben to...
Oh, he knows Ben has the Electrolyze.
Yeah, that's true. But that doesn't do anything against Raging Ravine. Looks like Ben's in the tank here. All he can do is play a Breeding Pool and chip the turn back. Listen to Johnny Vengeance off the top for Luis Scott-Vargas. So he's actually had a few nice draws here. I mean, anytime you have 2 Planeswalkers in play and they're both active, things start getting pretty good for you, generally speaking.
Discard.
2 cards left for Ben Lundquist. Like you mentioned earlier, though, BDM, Ben is at 7.
Yeah.
He's not exactly at a healthy life total, so Luis had to make the decision there between trying to resolve a Johnny Vengeance, which if it just gets mana leaked, you're just kind of sick.
Yeah.
Because you could just beat down with the Stirring Wildwood and be in a pretty good position. Plays the last card from his hand, Raging Ravine. And sure enough, 2 Planeswalkers is exactly what Ben Lundquist is
Ben going to kill Liliana here.
He absolutely could.
Draw a card.
Yeah.
We're killing Johnny here.
He could use them both. Does he have 2 red sources? I can't quite see. I think those are both islands. Yeah, so he can't do... He can...
Well, you would have to untap him, bolt
put him on the installment plan.
Yeah.
They're both a very big issue. Looks like he's just going to go...
Yeah, he just kills him.
All right. That Steam Vents is under the influence of a Johnny Vengeance there. It was a Tarmogoyf that Ben drew. He's also got a Vidalcan Shackles with no target for it currently, although Manlands can't change that.
Nice Tarmogoyf.
There it is. Looks a little scarier in its original form.
Curse you, Red Baron.
All right, so that's threatening. That Tarmogoyf is threatening a Johnny Vengeance, though. Although Luis does have Manlands, which he can use to back it up. Now he's finally going to flash back that Lingering Soul sitting in his graveyard. Now that Electrolyze is gone and the coast is clear. And man, the old combo of Lingering Souls plus Planeswalker, still very good. Speaking of Lingering Souls plus Planeswalker, he is now overrun with Luis Scott-Vargas tokens.
And you got to keep that red land tapped, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Man, Johnny Vengeance is seriously threatening to go ultimate.
Well, again, but I mean, it's actually, I think, threatening to
just kill him.
Just kill him, right? He's just going to be able to
like helix him,
attack and helix him.
If he helixes him here, then the spirits are lethal, and Ben can't ever crack another fetch land throughout the course of this game.
And that's what he does.
Yeah. Because the fact, even if Ben draws a lightning bolt
Yeah,
or
it's
even
better.
a electrolyze, like you can only kill 2 of the tokens. Man, a Johnny Vengeance so good.
And he kind of has to bolt a Johnny here.
Yeah.
Not kind of, he has to.
Yeah, because a Johnny represents 3 damage by itself.
Right.
He can also attack it with Tarmogoyf and take out 1 of the spirit tokens.
That doesn't seem as good.
I mean,
it's what
he's going to have to do that, yeah. But remember, if he attacks with Tarmogoyf, now all of a sudden Luis has access to 2 different mana.
I think he can gain 2 life here. I think he's holding a Huntmaster of the Fells.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but he can't play it, and
he needs the red source of mana. He's dead on board. Vidalcan Shackles with 2 up. So remember when we talked about this before? Actually is mattering here. He's got to leave that Goyf back to protect from either the Raging Ravine or the Stirring Wildwood. And Luis says, I'm going to go to attack. Ben says, yeah, well, I'll steal 1 of your guys. Block it, take 2. Ben's at 2. Does Luis have something to finish with? No, he's just got more.
He's got more
souls. And a forest this go. Ben does choose to untap that Vidalcan Shackles.
He can gain 2 life here.
Hey, Kibler, what's your record?
Okay. Back up to 4. He still has a Shackles activation in his pocket here, too. So he could go back down to 2 if Luis decides to attack with all of his spirits.
Doesn't he send he doesn't want to send his Tarmogoyf in there? Or I guess because he has to worry about the lands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he can throw a wolf token in front or something.
Yeah.
I mean, Luis is at 11. Like, Ben does have to start considering, at what point he is now stabilized and needs to start riding the ship here and battling. He's got to be careful because of the
It says Ben's at 2, but he's at 4. There you go.
Yep.
That Ravager's, he's going to transform into Ravager.
If Luis has not drawn a spell here, that's exactly what's going to happen. That's going to take out another spirit token, drop Luis down to 9, and it's also going to be a 4/4 trample, which Luis doesn't have good blocks for even with his manland. Huh? Ben stabilized here. I mean, he's on the ragged edge because Luis, if he wanted, could get him to 2 here. But we know by now that Luis doesn't have like a lightning bolt in hand or whatever.
Can't attack with his manlands.
A Goyf has got to be like a 5/6 or something, right? There's a Johnny Vengeance in the yard.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
All right, Deathrite Shaman. That's very good.
Yeah.
Although
it's going to die.
If Ben decides that he just wants to pass the turn. All right, so it looks like Luis didn't bother attacking. I thought Luis was going to attack with all 3 and bring Ben down to 2 and then try to get to his untap here. But I guess he just would have been throwing away 1 of the tokens. I mean, Ben does have the ability now to steal Deathrite Shaman. It will have summoning sickness, though.
He can steal Deathrite Shaman, say go, shoot a token.
Yeah. With his Ravager.
With his Ravager, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And be on the razor's edge.
Yes. Yeah, this is a very, very tight position here for Ben Lundquist. He has no room to wiggle.
I mean, I think he has to take that. I mean, he can't let it go.
No. But he can use it, right? I mean, he has green mana.
Yes, he can gain some life here.
Which is pretty insane, really.
So, yep.
All right.
And that's exactly what he does.
Yep. So let's see what Luis can draw here.
Yeah, and by the way, there's a Serum Visions in Ben's hand.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
That he didn't want to play.
No, he doesn't want to play it. He wants to save it. He wants to get 2 spells. He wants to transform his Ravager back over now.
Yeah. All right,
So
bring you down to 1. Yeah, it was a land for Luis, so that Ravager is going to come back to... he's got to cast 2 spells. So what do you think... Let's see if he drew a spell here. We know he can play the Serum Visions, which is a spell itself, and it can also find him another one if he doesn't already have one in hand. but he is facing lethal as he can use the Deathrite Shaman.
Oh, it looks like he has 2 Serum Visions.
And there's a Lightning Bolt as well. He goes top, bottom. Put that Serum Visions away. There you go.
And then use Visions again, right?
So, I mean, he might have lethal here. The Tarmogoyf must be 4. All right, now here's a...
Problem is that
Well, so Luis can activate his Stirring Wildwood, but the Lightning Bolt would actually finish him off.
Right.
And
Wow.
And Ben Lundquist, I mean, I'm not going to call it steals the game, but that was close.
Yeah, I mean he was very close to dead.
He sure was on multiple occasions.
And he stepped out onto that ice, it cracked. The flows separated his leg. Like, it hurt. We're checking in on David Ochoa and Reid-Duke here. Are they in game 3 for real? No, they're not.
Won game 1.
I got to actually F6 in real life.
David Ochoa won game 1. His current life total is 319.
So Reid-Duke lost first game to David Ochoa.
Okay.
You see him flashing back a Serum Visions. Again, very, very similar list. Within a couple cards, it looks like, of Ben Lundquist's
Lundquist,
list. Yeah.
Lingering Souls for David Ochoa. Makes Snapcaster Mage look kind of small.
19, David 19. No hurry.
See a couple of s'mores of well for
Are you
David
trying to make
Ochoa.
that a thing?
Yeah, I mean, I am. I talked to David Ochoa about it. He wasn't into it until I said s'mores of well. And then he liked it.
And then he liked it. All right,
Yeah.
fair enough.
He's like, I kind of like,
Look, if it's David Ochoa approved, then I'll back you up on it.
yeah.
Huntmaster of the Fells against a lowly
21.
S'mores token. See a Batter Skull and another Lingering Souls along with a Deathrite Shaman in hand
Path
for
to
David
Exile.
Ochoa.
He's got a lot of stuff going on.
He's got a sweet grip here. A little bit of a slow start for him, but not too bad.
Get that out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, do we have a time extension too? So we start like, yeah.
You see him flashback.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to decide between that and the Deathrite Shaman here.
Probably another time that.
He could just
You can do both, right?
he could do both there, or he can just play the Lingering Souls from his hand. Yeah, doesn't have white mana now, so he's definitely going for flashback and Deathrite. It's like is that card good?
Yeah.
320, 18.
Reid-Duke is surveying the scene. He's drawn his card for the turn, has all of his mana here.
Sends in a wolf.
Players, just a reminder as you wrap up, if your record is 7-2
He's like, I'll trade half a card for that.
Sure.
or better, then you will be coming
For your
back
half
for
a card?
day 2.
Yeah, for your half a
It is
card. Yeah,
important
that's
to
right.
note that day 2 will begin at
Value
9
fight.
a.m. So please make sure that you are back here and ready to play at 9.
Kind of interesting pause by Reid Duke there. It didn't look like he expected that to happen. Ooh,
Oh, wow.
that guy.
I have not seen him.
I have not
I have
either.
not seen him this weekend.
Thrag Tusk for Reid Duke as we come back to our main feature match here. Luis Scott-Vargas on the left, down a game to Ben Lundquist on the right-hand side. Ben's playing rug. Luis is on Jund with white, which is kind of a stretch. And he's got 2 Dark Confidants on the table. 1 down.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he had 1 on the table, 1 on the stack. It got
yes.
mana leaked.
Exactly. Relic of Progenitus is doing a little bit of work here, keeping any future Tarmogoyfs from getting out of hand.
Keeping Tarmogoyfs, keeping Lingering Souls.
Relic's an interesting card in Modern. It's very, very good. It's fairly low impact to put it in your deck, and we've seen people run it in the main.
Yeah, and you just cycle it.
Yeah, you can just cycle it if you have to.
Yeah.
There's a few decks that you're kind of miserable to have to do that for, but most of the time it's like got a lot of upside. Tarmogoyf for Ben Lundquist.
The old Tarmogoyf Relic of Progenitus combo.
Yes. The ideal turn 1, turn 2 play. And there's a Lingering Souls right on time for Luis Scott-Vargas. We can see that he has no other cards in his yard either, so again, that Relic of Progenitus can do some work. Are those red cards Thundermaw Hellkites?
I think they might be, yeah. So
Lightning
Tarmogoyf
Bolt.
gets shoved out of the way.
Yeah. I wonder if Luis has a fetch here. That means if he does, he can actually get around that relic.
Yep.
He does. So Ben, so he can play the Lingering Souls. Ben can make him exile a card. He can pick either one of those 2. And then on Ben's turn, he can make him exile another one. But he can just pick one of those 2, and the Lingering Souls will still be in his graveyard. Now, Ben does have the option of just popping the relic.
Popping the relic, yeah.
But he kind of forces him to here.
Which is what he's going to do,
Yeah.
Removes both graveyards.
Yep.
Draws a card.
And the relic.
And the relic, yeah.
Mhm.
Serum Visions for Ben.
Serum Visions is a card that ends up in a lot of the decks I play, but I'm just not really happy about it. See that Ben has a mana leak, but man,
I don't know what that,
facing down this
I don't really
board,
know what that's doing here,
yeah,
right?
it's kind of painful.
Snapcaster Serum Visions, yeah.
Yeah, he's just got to dig here.
Is that a Shackles he put on top?
I'm not sure, but it was top and then bottom. So he's going to draw 1 card that he knows about and he's happy about. Ooh, jeez.
A fine card.
This Dark Confidant, man, that thing is just wrecking right now.
I mean, Luis is...
Has it been 3 turns that it's been out?
Yeah, Luis is taking some damage here, though.
Sure.
Remember, there's 5s in his deck.
Jeez. Thundermaw Hellkite hit you for 7, and Ben Lundquist has seen enough. Wow. Luis just,
Yeah, just
wow.
dispatched him
He did.
like a small child.
Brushed his shoulder off there. Just, thanks for coming by, kiddo. It does even them up at 1 game apiece, though.
And I guess we're going to go back across, peek in on the other match again.
All right.
Which is,
Oh.
looks like it's just bogged down here a little bit.
A Goyf and a leftover beast token as we see
Right.
there's a
Right, when last we left, there was a Thrag Tusk.
Yeah. 1 remaining Lingering Souls token for Reid-Ochoa.
We're going to see something get, we see the Lingering Souls token pick up a batter skull.
We've seen that earlier today.
No. Reid Duke, who's going to be heading to the Mox after this event, heading to Boston.
As a returning champ,
The
right?
returning champion, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been like about 14 months.
Yeah. Man, that's been a heck of a 14 months
Yeah.
for Reid as well.
All right. And we are back looking at our feature match between Luis Scott-Vargas and Ben Lundquist, and Ben has led off with Serum Visions.
A fine start. Deathrite Shaman also a fine start for Luis Scott-Vargas.
Very fitting for the St. Patrick's Day weekend, a little green creature.
I wonder if we're going to see a slightly larger green creature from
Yeah.
Ben's side here in the form of a Tarmogoyf. I think he's got a mana leak in theirs too. No, I don't think he's going for the Goyf this turn. I think that's a steam vents underneath that. Wow. Just wants to dig with Serum Visions. Top and bottom again. Does he have another? He does. He's gonna draw the one that he just put there and just ship those two lands to the bottom. Whoa, he thinks about it for a minute.
Yeah.
Making sure he has all his colors. He knows he has enough lands.
Pushes them both.
Yeah, they're out.
And you can see his long term. He's got cryptic commands and
Uh-huh. All right, Dark Confidant. Huge pressure already. It's not
off of the
direct.
Scalding Tarn because the
Yep,
Stirring Wildwood came into play tapped.
that's right. Luis has other lands in hand, but this allowed him to get that Wildwood online potentially sooner than he normally would be.
I feel like that Dark Confidant might be suffering a little electrical shock.
Let's find out. Bzz.
Yep. One to that, one to you. Now it looks like is he having a Johnny Vengeant this turn? Sure looked like it to me.
There is a Misty Rainforest in Ben's graveyard, so
Yeah.
ooh, there it is. Man, turn 3 of Johnny Vengeant.
Is he locks down his green.
He does.
Says no Goyf for you.
No,
Oh,
but he has another green source, and he makes a Tarmogoyf with it.
it looks like we got a Tarmogoyf coming down on the other side of the table as well.
What's the life total there? 1619?
Or possibly
they
a batter
stare
skull.
at each other a lot.
Possibly a batter
Oh,
skull.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, resolving a batter skull here would be insane.
14?
No. Time is it now? Oop.
Oh, yeah, you're trying out.
Luis is really tanking it out here about how he wants to approach this.
He's trying to decide between playing a Tarmogoyf and playing a batter skull.
Goes for a basic swamp here.
Well, remember, he dipped dangerously low in game 1,
Uh-huh.
and the game got stolen out from under him.
It's true.
And it is going to be a batter skull.
Yeah, he wants to take a chance to resolve this. I mean, there is Spell Pierce as a possibility, but I don't think that that Luis thinks that Ben has that even in his deck, so he's just going to run it through there. Lock down a blue source, an island.
Hey, keep him off Cryptic Command.
I mean, he's got a Steam Vents.
Yeah, but you want to keep him off triple blue.
Steam Vents makes blue?
Yeah, it makes blue and red.
Yeah.
Well, I guess maybe he figures if there's a Blood Moon going on.
Sure. I mean, that seems to be what he was thinking about when he was fetching his Blood Moon.
Yeah.
That batter skull is pretty intimidating there. Is it a chump block? Is it a 4/5 right now? Probably, right?
Yeah.
And then there's your combo again, BDM. The Relic of Progenitus Tarmogoyf combo. Which looks like Ben just wants to draw a card here. Maybe the Steam Vents just wasn't tapped.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, remember it doesn't tap it. Yeah. Confirmed.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bing.
Players in the Saturday Skins event, pairings for round 5 have been posted. Once again, that's players for Saturday Skins.
Go. When you do that, I'm going to take that opportunity to make a mana, and I'm going to path to exile your guy.
I think he just
he just removed
it.
something. Okay.
Yeah. Just removed one of his creatures, gained a couple life.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
All right, so the Goyfs are now 0-1s. Batterskull is without its friend. A Johnny Vengeance on 6. Luis has enough mana to equip Batterskull next turn and have Path to Exile up. And by the way, a Johnny Vengeance on 6. Potentially going to 7. All right, Batterskull of Ben's own. It's okay. Goyfs immediately jump back up to 1/2s.
So you got to start thinking about the one-sided Armageddon here.
That's all I'm thinking about right now.
So he
buddy.
gets the path. Yeah, he gets to path the token.
Yeah.
He gets to keep the Tarmogoyf tapped.
Yes.
Gets to get in there. You know, you can equip the Tarmogoyf with the Batterskull. And then
He's got Liliana of the Veil in hand now as well. I think Ben has 3 or 4 cards though, so he's not going to be able to finish off his hand here. But it looks like Luis is going to take 2. He's at 20 still, so it's not a big deal. Equip the Batterskull to the Deathrite Shaman. Attack with both.
oh, maybe he can just can he just finish him off with the Helix? I don't know. I don't know how
With
big.
what? Oh, with just Helix,
Yeah.
you mean?
Oh yeah, he's just gonna finish him off with the Helix. Yeah.
Oh,
and the
how
Deathrite
boring.
Shaman, which is vigilant.
Lame.
Yeah. Yeah, that's sweet. That's sweet. A vigilant
I hate
Deathrite
seeing
Shaman.
the awesome victory like that. Come on. No, yeah, Luis saw it.
So there you go.